Welcome to SMS Games Update 2024, and this is the brand new refreshed SMS Games YouTube channel. And I thought to myself, look, I didn't want SMS Productions to be cramped up with all these unnecessary game videos and stuff, so I thought I would clear things up. And it's been a bit of a painful process having to transfer from my productions YouTube channel to my games YouTube channel, but this is going to be squarely dedicated to just games and gaming talk and all the rest of it. So maybe it might be reacting to game trailers, or it might be talking about a game that I've just recently played or I'm thinking about playing. Just anything game related is going to be on here, obviously. So thought I'd make the jump. As I said, it was a painful process having to transfer all the videos, essentially, take the thumbnails, take the names, the titles of every video, and I may have messed up with some of my Grand Theft Auto episode 1, episode 2, they may be the wrong way around, named wrong, or the thumbnail might be wrong on them. It was just a lot to transfer and a lot to do, but I'm going to be linking my PS5 to this YouTube account, so everything is just going to be game related. I might do some, I've never done live broadcasts before where I've broadcast my gameplay live. The only thing that frustrates me about that is not just live broadcasts, but just uploading videos from the PlayStation 5 to YouTube is the quality. Look, the quality's alright, but you're not getting 4K quality out of it. It's a bit annoying. Look, I don't expect no sharp 8K quality, but I would expect at least 21 over 2180p or something like that, or 2110p, or I'd rather that. I know I've just completely butchered that, but you know what I mean. Not being able to have 4K is a bit frustrating. So the picture quality is not too bad though. It's when I'm editing the video, putting intros in and stuff, and I stopped doing that because it got a bit finicky, it got a bit annoying, and also, saving the video and having to edit it and all the rest of it. It took what would have been, a clear video, and it just ruins it. If you watch my Gran Turismo 7 video with the Pink 86, it's good. But at the same time, you can tell the quality's dropped because I didn't leave. That wasn't a freshly uploaded video from my PS5 that I just left. I uploaded it and then downloaded it, edited it, and then re-uploaded it. So that's what dropped the quality. But that shouldn't matter too much anyway, because PlayStation or and Sony and all the rest of it allow you on your PS5 to be able to have some editing tools to be able to trim down from the starting point to the end point of your video, so you've got it perfectly. I don't think we've got the share factory. That was a PS4 thing. They took the share factory away. Look, share factory was all right. It wasn't perfect, but still, I don't know. I reckon it just added some tools, some things. Do I reckon not having the share factory on PS5 is a bad thing? Not necessarily. The share factory to me was always a bit choppy, a bit dicey in the way that in terms of how it worked and stuff. So it was all right for what it was worth, but at the same time, I can learn to live without it. It's not gonna ruin my sleep at night or anything. So yeah, I just taking a new direction, having things be separate, putting all my games onto this dedicated SMS Games YouTube channel was something that I definitely wanted to do a long time ago. I just never got around to it. And now that I am, look, I'm surprised. I didn't think I did so many gameplay videos. There was even some that got deleted, that got chopped from the list, my Left 4 Dead 3 Aftermath videos, which is, yes, I do realise, World War Z, the video game, the game, or I shouldn't say the video game because I sound like an old person, but the World War Z game that they released. I call that Left 4 Dead 3 Aftermath because after the release of the Aftermath DLC, I haven't been on there for ages. I don't even know if they've updated anything on it. They just kept it the same and just sort of abandoned it. They still keep the online servers going and stuff, but in terms of patch fixes or any DLCs, I'm not too sure about that. I just call it Left 4 Dead 3 because Aftermath, because essentially it is. It is like getting a Left 4 Dead 3 at the time of the release of the World War Z game. It was very much like a dupe of, like in its own way, with like the Horde system and all the rest of it. It was very much just a Left 4 Dead clone. And then when we got Back 4 Blood, that was essentially like getting a fourth Left 4 Dead game. Yeah, you got Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, and then you got World War Z that essentially was Left 4 Dead 3, and then Back 4 Blood was essentially Left 4 Dead 4. But at the moment, you know, I play all the wrestling games every year and everything. And the only issue, the reason why I stopped with that was because it's just like having to download it and put. It just annoys me that the entrance theme, like the music, it's not in there. And for me to be able to add the entrance music, and I'm getting copyrighted left, right, and center from doing it. Like the videos are still available to watch. It just gets blocked in some countries. It's just very annoying because then it drops the. As I said, when you start editing videos. When you start editing these games videos and putting intros in, or maybe adding music or doing something to it, when you pull it from YouTube to edit it and re-upload it, the quality is just shit. It's not clear. It's all pixelated. It starts to look like classic Doom or bloody Minecraft. You know, it's not that great. So that's why, you know, with the 2K games, I stopped doing that. No matter like how much I want to upload all these from WWE 2K24 or 25 or 26 in the future. I just can't, because of the entrance themes and the no music copyrighted stuff. It just ruins it. But in terms of things like, you know, Left 4 Dead or, you know, Days Gone, Spider-Man PS4, or Miles Morales or Spider-Man 2, which I see as Spider-Man 3, because they released 3 games. Look, with me, I'm down to technicalities and what makes sense in the title of a game. That's why I don't call the old Doom games, I always call them classic Doom. And even Doom 64, to me, that was more Doom 3, but like a classic version. That's why I called it Classic Doom 3 64, because that was more Doom 3 than what Doom 3 ever was. Doom 3 might as well have been like a Doom clone in a way, but with it being its own thing. It should have just called itself, because it was a nightmare game on Mars, they should have just called it The Nightmares. And I know that sounds a bit funny, or a bit cringy, or a bit stupid, but it makes sense the more that you say it. It's a nightmarish shooting game on Mars. The Nightmares, instead of the Nightmares, obviously. So, you know, and then just calling Doom 2016 just Doom, and then Doom Eternal, Doom 2 Eternal, and then even the Ancient Gods, that's Doom 3, you know? Because it just makes sense to call things, just like I said with Left 4 Dead and with Spider-Man. You got Spider-Man PS4, Spider-Man 2 Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 2 is really Spider-Man 3, because they've made 3 games. So, I know they've made plenty more on the PS2 and all the rest of it, all these other Spider-Man games. I don't include them because they're not part of the PlayStation, the modern day lineup, right? So you got Miles Morales, Spider-Man PS4, and Spider-Man 2, which is technically Spider-Man 3 to me. I just try and make sense of all these things. And even when it comes down to a movie franchise, that's why I said Spider-Man PS4. Just like with the Mad Max game, I'm always down to technicalities with that, of what makes sense in my head. From a logical standpoint, I don't say Mad Max the game. I say Mad Max PS4. Or I say Aliens vs. Predator, Xbox 360. You know, I always add the title of what console it's on if it's a movie franchise game. Just like you'd have Avatar. You know, but I think that's called Lost in the Wild or whatever the fuck that's called. But if that was just literally called the Avatar game, I'd call it Avatar PS5. You know? But anyway, that's just like, you know, me explaining why the titles of some of my SMS Games videos may be like, that's not the name of the game. Why are you changing it for? Just to make it make more sense. If people see it from my standpoint, from like where I'm coming from with it, from how my brain works and all the rest of it, it's more like it makes sense if I explain it, but without explaining it, people just think I may have just gone all stupid with it or something like that. So, but this is going to be fun, linking my PS5, doing some live broadcasts maybe, and trying to get this YouTube channel off the ground. Look, I'm not here for, you know, 45k K subscribers or a million views in one day. I'm not for that. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to be social media driven or anything like that. I do this because it's literally me letting my imagination run wild and being able to, enjoy uploading gameplay videos, because that's just a part of my whole YouTube lineup of things. On my SMS Productions YouTube channel, there's celebration vlogs. I do a lot of music stuff. I also, I'm not a music creator, but I like listening to new music and compiling music into their own mixes, because to me, again, it makes sense to have all this good music in the one playlist instead of releasing one song after another like a lyric video. I like to put them all in their own dedicated mixes, or SMS Mealtime, which I haven't done for ages. Things like that. Even like my SMS Real Talk Mentality YouTube channel. And that taking a complete other direction turn from what it used to be. So it's just cleaning up, doing some housekeeping, so to speak, and just cleaning up my whole YouTube channels and stuff, and SMS Games having its own dedicated YouTube channel. Just makes things a lot more cleaner. I know they say, listen, you've got playlists. And I did playlists on my Productions YouTube channel, but to me it still felt not tidy enough. My OCD was just going crazy. So, to me it didn't seem like it was clean enough or like it was tidy enough. And hey, if this is your thing and people love this, by all means, I don't force anybody to watch any of my content or enjoy any of my content. I'll go back and I'll watch some of my gameplay videos that I think I'm going to get bored watching, and I end up actually watching more of it than what I thought, because I'm a skeptic of my own work. And what I mean by that, or I'm a hater of my own work, or I'm a judgmental person on my own work. And what I mean by that is, I do something, I may record, edit, and upload a project that I've been working on for a while, and then I may not ever watch it again because I'm too worried that maybe I didn't do a good enough job or something like that. Maybe I stuffed it up, but I put work into it, so I'm not going to delete it. So, but I'm not going to watch it myself, and I'll go back and I'll watch it like a year after uploading it, and I think, I bashed up on myself too early on this, or too soon. This is actually not too bad. It's not the best thing ever, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought rewatching this is going to be terrible, sort of thing. So I hope people can get into it. I know there's a million different games channels like Markiplier and Up, Down, Down that do it a whole lot better than me. I'm not trying to be them. I'm trying to literally just do my own thing. I wish I had my own space where I could put my face in a little square and do some commentary like Markiplier. Not trying to be like him, but just do my own thing and my own reaction videos to gaming. But that would be a bit frustrating, because you'd be trying to focus on the game you're playing, but also have to react for the audience too. You couldn't just sit there like a doorknob, or like a stuffed chicken, not being able to do anything. You have to react to things, but also be immersed in the game at the same time. And for me, I don't know, I've never tried it, but it sounds like it would be difficult. For all I know, it's probably easier or harder than what I think it is. I'm a bit in the middle. I think it's a bit difficult to react for an audience and also get immersed in a game at the same time. I could be wrong. I've never tried it. But a lot of these YouTubers, they have their own dedicated gaming YouTube channels, do also run a lot off PC. So maybe when they're sitting at a computer screen, at a monitor screen, and they've got a camera on the side, it's easy for them to do that once you've got that set up, you're comfortable set up and all the rest of it. I don't know, I've never tried it. I've always wanted to, though. I've always been interested in it. I just don't know how I would go with it, quite honestly. If this is your thing, then stay along for the ride, and I guess if anybody's got any suggestions for me, maybe you should play this game, maybe you should try this game or whatever, based off previous videos, and I'm all open for ideas and stuff. But if it's not your cup of tea, I'm not forcing anyone to watch it again. But anyway, this has been SMS Games Update 2024. And as always, if you're not videoing the gameplay, then it's pixelated, not worth shit. Thanks for watching, guys.